welcome everyone here to WAW Academy. I'm Mark Wagnall.
Joey Kennedy.
We got a hell of an evening, stacked cards, but for some reason we got the champ coming out here. He's not on my card tonight.
No, he's apparently he's got something he wants to say, and I'm interested to see what it is. Obviously, it wasn't all that long ago that we saw him going in an extremely grueling match against Jayden Docwra, which, in my opinion, he won by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, it's that close to getting the title. But it's always interesting to see what the WAW Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion has to say, and he's bringing out an entourage of people here. It's Big Jay Johnson and Mr.
Sir Ryan,
well, last time I saw him, he was almost the insurance policy. He had a video camera recording what happened between him and Marcus. It was only for that fact that Marcus didn't get the belt.
Indeed. I'm interested to see what the legal advisor has got to say here.
Now that's a bit of disrespect there to the Bellatrix Academy title. That's going to be defended later on.
First of all, let me start by saying you lot are looking especially ugly tonight. Now you see, last week, it's absolutely disgusting how you people, the WAW roster and Marvel Marcus can try to claim a win over the world champ. You should be embarrassed by yourselves. But on a different note, did we all see the same thing? At the end of the match, Zach come out and he had to put the limelight straight back on himself. Zach Knight had to be the star of the show once again. You see, when I won the NWA World title, who was the one that come and grasped me up for Nick's feet being on the ropes? Zach Knight. Who was the one that come out and celebrated with Marcus when my feet were on the ropes? Zach Knight. You see, that man is a fraud and a hypocrite. And not only is he that, but he's also going to be done for GBH because my main man here, Sir Ryan Matthews, my personal lawyer, has got a few things to say about that matter.
See, Ricky seemed to nail it right on the head. Zach has a gist for nicking people's moments. Not only did he try and steal the WAW World Heavyweight Championship, he tried to steal me and Mr. Haywood's moment when we tried to give you people an education on what it means to be a tag team champion. And I started to prove it. That wasn't a match, that was an attack.
Oh, well, talk of the devil.
I mean, steal limelight or not, Zach Knight's not going to take these kind of accusations, these kind of
well, if we're going down the stream he's going down, it sounds like you're trying to make Zach Knight liable.
I mean, it was a match at the end of the day.
Yes, you're right, it was a match. Everyone participated. There's no way in my mind that Zach will be any shape or form liable, lawyer or not. He's got many hats, hasn't he, Sir Ryan Matthews?
Many hats?
It's in many jobs.
Oh, okay. I didn't get the analogy just there, sorry, it's been a long day. He certainly has a legal advisor, a technical aide.
Ricky, you say about trying to nick people's limelight, you said that I was the person that grasped you up. Listen, when you run a company and you have a belt like the NWA, one of the richest in history of professional wrestling, one of the longest serving belts, with legends like Ric Flair holding that title, I had a job to fulfill. The NWA said to me I have to act on their behalf. I needed to make sure that this was a fair fight, and in my opinion, you brought the fight to Nick Aldis, and that's what made you the real life RKJ, one of the best wrestlers in the world. That is what elevated you. And guess what? Who was the person that made that match happen? The guy that always wanted the limelight. The one that always wanted the limelight, right? Well, listen, Dad got Nick Aldis here. And who put you in for that opportunity? Who gave you the limelight? Who gave you the chance to become the NWA World Heavyweight Champion? Your uncle, me. Like, I've backed you from day one, and I continue to back you when all you do is badmouth, steal our talent, and tell the world that you're here to take over WAW. And not just WAW, but global. The Art of Pro are the best. I agree, you guys are very good. But last week, the reason I come out here is I didn't realise your foot was on the road. I thought that Marvel Marcus had finally done it. The dream come true. He was told no, and last week the answer was yes. That boy brought you the fight, and he proved that nothing will stop him from being a pro wrestler. And he nearly, very nearly, become the WAW World Heavyweight Champion.
You see, Zach, you said about the NWA being the biggest title in wrestling history, but yet you didn't even mention the WAW World title. So you're trying to say that that belt means more than that, because you're wrong. In this company, that world title is the main thing. That's the golden prize. And you said you put me in the opportunity. Once again, you're wrong. Yes, you and Grandad brought Nick over, but you put me in a match with Dale Broughton, Brad Slayer, and Tony Knight, and I had to earn my right to wrestle Nick Aldis at Epic Studios. So if anyone created the opportunity, it was me. But once again, you come out here and you moan, you groan about Marcus. I couldn't care whether Marcus was crying every single night in his bedroom on his own. I'm the world champion. I'm the best in this company. But we all know the real reason. I know the real reason. Joe knows the real reason. And they know the real reason why you're out here. Once again, you need the limelight. Once again, you can't pass over the centre of attention. The BBC, the documentary, the movie. It all had to be about Zach Knight. Well, you need to come to terms, my friend. You're the failure of this family. You're the black sheep of this family. You're the one that's got no talent. Not good at football, not good at wrestling. You need to learn that everyone else is leagues above you, and I'm the real star. Forget you, forget Dad, forget Grandad, forget Nan, and forget Soraya in the WWE. I'm going to be the biggest thing to ever come out of Norwich. So if you want to hang with the big boys, I'll give you what you want. A world title tonight, actually, a world title right now. I'll give it to you. Get in the ring, we'll have a world title match right now.
This be yet another unproved match.
Yeah, very impromptu challenge laid down. But what's Zach gonna say to it?
You know, listen, okay, Jay, you're right. You're right. And that's something I told myself for a long time. I'm a failure. But then I woke up and I realised I've done more in my first year of pro wrestling than you've done in nearly 10 years. I mean, listen, how many WWE tryouts has RKJ had? Zero. Because you didn't quite make it because of COVID. So you're flown out there just to look at America. Well, I fly out there to work in America and have WWE opportunities. I'm a failure, but yet me and your dad, I love saying this one, we're one of the first UK tag teams to go to Mexico. I'm a failure, but in 2009, TNA phoned me up and asked me to come on board to help them perform shows over here. Now you're right, I may not be the best wrestler in the world, but one thing I've done in my career is I've studied this business. I don't claim to be the star. My job is to make stars. I help the next generation become what they want to be, because I've learned from my failings, I've learned from my mistakes. That world title, I've had it twice. I know the feeling. It's the best feeling in the world and the biggest title I've ever had around my waist. I'm not out here to challenge you for the World Heavyweight Championship. What do I want? The same as what these people want. They want the UK hooligans back.
I'll give the answer.
Now I can confirm that my brother Roy has signed the contract to appear here in 2 weeks' time. So the hooligans will be back. But what I want is the opportunity to get our World Tag Team Championships back. So if you want a match and you want to fight, pick up your world belt, keep hold of that, keep doing a good job at being a defending a worthy world champion. Fight me tonight, and if I can pick up a victory, bearing in mind I'm a failure with no talent, the black sheep, crap at football, rubbish at wrestling, Ricky, face me one-on-one, and if I beat you in 2 weeks' time, we get a shot at the WAW World Tag Team Championship.
2 weeks, me and you tonight, Ricky. You're the one with all the mouth sound of a failure. Make it happen.
Well, I can change the answer to that. I mean,
Certainly a different
I don't
gauntlet to
care
what we were
with people, I
expecting.
never have, I never will. But what I do care about is these belts are nice and shiny. And I tell you what, in the Art Pro Wrestling Clubhouse, god damn they look good. So how about you get your opponent's heavyweight title, you bring that tonight, and I'll give you your title for an opportunity of the World Tag Team titles. If I beat you on the TWW champ, and if you beat me in 2 weeks' time, you and that lowlife have got a tag team opportunity.
double jeopardy.
Indeed it is.
You're on.
Well, we have the answer.
Well,
Wow, well
firm
that.
affirmation.
So that is that going to be our main event, Jayden?
I mean, the gauntlet's been laid down. Later on this evening, we will see RKJ and Zach Knight facing off one-on-one.
The WAW Academy Tag Team Championship match scheduled for 20 minutes, but it is a 2-on-1 Alaskan tag match. So let's bring on our first tag team.
Well, we have the main event set. We got the first match kicking off here at WAW Arena. Will be the team of Mr. Hayward and Sir Brian Matthews.
Indeed.
Nocturne for the WAW Academy title.
Honestly, I don't know if I fancy their chances here. I mean, Nocturne has... Hang on a minute.
They might have just brought an equaliser. Something from the West Wing.
Oh, I mean, I don't know whether this is an equaliser. Obviously, weapons aren't allowed in this matchup. I believe this may be the eluded insurance policy against the UK hooligans.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Mr. Hayward. That big, massive, it looked like a leg of a table.
It does, yeah, that large tray. Very interested to see how these two are going to come up against Nocturne. Nocturne has dominated the Academy and the tag team division.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew, if we're totally honest.
I mean, he's had a handful of handicap matches so far and he hasn't lost any of them yet. He beat the Battle Cats in a handicap match to win the titles in the first place. So my question is, what kind of a game plan have these two got when coming up against this enigmatic monster?
Room has this eerie, cold feeling, as I believe that Freya is leading the charge of the riddle, the enigma that is Nocturne. Look at the size of every time I see him, I just cannot grasp the size of this man. I mean, he's huge, isn't he, Joey?
You look at the size of him, But what kind of a hold does Freya have over this monster that she can bring him to the ring? She can lead this creation, this creature.
Now, we alluded to it last time with Zach on commentary. She's got this grasp. They call it the hand of Freya. What kind of presence of mind does that set for Nocturne? And, you know, it is one of those bizarre matches I personally never called as a commentator ever since I've been here at WAW. I personally never seen as a 2-on-1 match for the WAW Academy Tag Team title.
Yep. I believe this is the first time anything like this has ever happened.
Scary, scary individuals. Rumours, just this ominous hush about it. People are gazing upon this monster. So, I'll fill you guys in before what Alaskan means. Basically means these two guys are allowed to be in the same. They don't have to tag in and out. They don't have to. They
Tag match in name alone.
Yeah, I mean, they can if they want to, but it is almost 2 against 1. But when you say 2 against 1,
I don't know what Mr. Hayward said there. All I heard was pompous street harlot, I believe.
well, I'm sure Nocturne's been called worse.
I believe that was aimed at Freya Nix, to be honest.
Look at Nocturne charging with that clothesline. See this big, massive man, the only person ever in the WAW book to have the Academy titles by himself.
I mean, to be honest, he's a tag team on his own. Look at him.
Yeah, he is a force of reckoning, that is for sure. As he's got the foot right on the neck of Mr. Hayward, that choke. And look at Nocturne just glancing at the official. Mr. Hayward is trying to chop the big man down, but to no avail.
Just dragged to his feet.
Nocturne's big and imposing figures. Something simple, just like this, Joey, is so effective, especially from the big man.
Yep.
Oh, just the eye of Nocturne. I haven't seen him do that in ages. That's a maneuver. That was one of his many finishes he's had here at WAW. That was it. Right from the get-go, he's going deep. He wants to keep hold of those
but
titles.
he's turned his back to communicate with Freya here. As Sir Ryan tries to make the most of the distraction, he's jumped up on the back of Nocturne, but Nocturne's carrying him around as if there's nothing there.
Nocturne, that big kick to the gut. Say that. Big elbow as well. And
there's a sadistic smile on the face of Freya Nix as
sure
Nocturne manhandles Sir Ryan.
Nocturne. Tag into. Here comes Mr. Hayward. These two got absolutely pummeled by the UK hooligans. They got the proverbials handed to them.
Unfortunately, I wasn't here to see them get, I believe, what may have been some just desserts, but by what I heard, they were taken to town.
And how much does that can affect them in this match against someone like Nocturne, Joey? I mean, already it's Nocturne who's battered these two black and blue.
And we saw it from the offset. Mr. Hayward came out, as we say, armed to the teeth, prepared with their hooligans insurance policy. But are they going to be able to utilise the tools they've bought in this matchup?
The problem is, if they get disqualification, they can't win.
Good point.
A big send-in by Nocturne as he's literally standing.
All that weight just crushing Mr. Hayward.
I said that's a big man on you. Not only is it crushing your back, it's also hard to breathe, isn't it? You know, you cannot breathe.
He's trying to chop him down again.
He tried that early, and
managed to get him down to one knee this time.
Maybe Mr. Hayward came out with a game plan. He has to really, Sir Ryan Matthews.
5 minutes gone.
Look at Freya right in the face, whispering something to Nocturne to get out of it, and he's back on his feet already, Joey. That's scary.
And look at it, Mr. Hayward trying to send him in, but he just can't make the bigger man move.
See, a lesser mortal wouldn't be on quick as his feet as
the knees then.
Oh, double Polish hammer, and normally that would take the opponent down. Again, Nocturne just caught Mr. Hayward and slides him on his face. Nocturne just after Mr. Hayward, but he goes back turn to Sir Ryan Matthews.
Once again, Sir Ryan on his back.
Could this be the chance that Ryan Matthews needs?
Trying to.
Oh,
it isn't.
no.
It isn't.
Just too big, too strong. Try something else. Oh, he's
Could it be? He got the claw.
the hand of Freya, but Mr. Hayward blocks it and a drop kick to the leg that Mr. Hayward was working on earlier.
I mean, if you're going to try and take someone like that down, you've got to take out the balance, the core. You've got to bring the big man to his knees. But just look at that, from a kneeling position.
That's almost unbelievable, unworldly strength there from Nocturne. He's got that hand again, wrapped around Mr. Hayward.
Oh, just snapping off the sidewalk slam there. But immediately Mr. Hayward, you know, this is where Nocturne is at a disadvantage in a matchup like this.
I don't know, I mean, he's very, very quick back to his feet, and Nocturne straight after Mr. Hayward. Finger and eye. Again, that's the numbers factor. How much will this play as this match goes on? That's probably why Nocturne went quickly for his match to end as quick as possible, so that factor don't come into play, Joey.
I mean, excuse me. I've got to agree that Nocturne would be beneficiary for him to end this match quickly, but we've seen what he can do on his own.
Yeah.
But once again, there's Mr. Hayward.
Yeah. And a big boot. Sent Sarah Ryan Matthews crashing to the floor, but Mr. Hayward needs to get out there. It'll be a public warning, it's not. But again, it's these Alaskan rules. This is where it kind of differentiates between any other British rules we would normally see here. Normally it would be a public warning.
Once again, they just can't move the big man.
This is where they got to take it. Oh!
Once again, the double clothesline proves to be brutally effective.
See, for a technician
10 minutes gone.
and apparently a lawyer as well of Sir Ryan Matthews, you'd think they take the full advantage of these Alaskan rules. Look at this. No. Pile driver in.
Looking like he was trying to.
Devious force there, and he tags
Sir
in.
Ryan is out
See
of
how
there.
quick he tagged out. Mr. Hayward trying to get the big man down.
Telling him to stay down. He can't even bring him down.
It's just a brick wall. And he just raised the hand. He's got that hand wrapped around the face. He's calling for the hand of Freya. Calling for it. Whoa.
Oh, and Mr. Hayward managed to worm his way free this time.
That's how he won his match against these guys last time. I mean,
Nah, this isn't possible. I can't see
you need a
Mr. Hayward.
forklift back for this, don't you really?
Mr. Hayward's not going to be able to suplex Nocturne.
I
I don't think I've ever seen anyone suplex Nocturne.
Thinking about it, I mean, there's far and few between, and even thinking back further, there's only a few times, maybe a handful of times that Nocturne's ever been in a situation where it's 2 against 1, and normally Nocturne's a victor.
He is,
You
and
know?
to be honest, we've seen it time and time again with Nocturne. He dominates his opponents. He takes them apart, just piecemeal so quickly. Genuinely, I think this is the longest I've seen Nocturne have to fight for.
What a big kick. I remember him at Press Stanton absolutely yeeting, for your words, that ladder at Mr. Hayward.
Using the language of the youth there.
That was a phenomenal match, and this one is getting that way too, but Hayward, Butler,
Dropping him on the front of the face. This could be all over.
version of the implant DDT there from Nocturne. Just going with 2 count, and there's a right.
Saw a little bit of interference there from Freya.
And Sarah
helping out her partner. Hang on a minute.
What's he doing?
Sir Ryan's not happy with that.
He's talking to Freya here.
She's goading him in.
Yeah, it's almost sucking him into some kind of... Is he been transfixed on there or something?
Hang on, what we got? Let's see here
What's
from
Nocturne
Nocturne.
doing? Is he thinking blood and thunder? Could it be all right for Mr. Hayward?
It could be all over. No, hang on a minute. We saw Sir Ryan raise a fist then to Freya. Nocturne's not happy.
No, he is not happy. Whoever this lady is from her past, Freya, he's obviously obsessed with her. And hang on, the referee's got a count
Yeah,
here.
and Sir Ryan's run off and Nocturne's gone with him.
And according to WAW rules, we're up to count of 3.
Nocturne's gone. He's just gone.
He's gone.
He's chased, someone's tried to attack Freya and Nocturne's not happy at all.
No, we're up to count of 6 and this isn't working
This
out
isn't
well.
the way we want to see this end, surely.
No. If this does go where I think this is going, Mr. Hayward and Sir
Well,
Ryan Matthews.
They've got it.
That's
Oh my
it.
goodness.
We got new champions,
What?
guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, so, under new British wrestling rules, if a champion is counted out of the ring, he automatically loses the belt, meaning your new WAW Academy Tag Team Champions are Mr. Hayward and Ryan Matthews!
And look, Mr. Hayward gets out the silver platter as the title
Quite
literally
literally, yeah.
handed out on them.
I'm a little bit lost for words at this point. I don't... the title's handed over on the proverbial silver platter right there. Well, like it or not, we have new Academy Tag Team Champions. Nocturne, not pinned, no submission, no knockout, anything along those lines.
I think
but
that's the only way to truly beat that being, but yeah.
the question I've got for you right now, though, what does that mean for Nocturne? Is he going to look to exact vengeance upon these two?
Well, you'd think he would, yes, I mean.
Or are the combination of Nocturne and Freya going to look towards perhaps the Academy Championship itself?
New endeavours, as it were. I really don't know. I mean, the back of my mind says Nocturne would want retribution. He likes those titles around him. They look good around him, don't
Yeah.
they? I mean, there's no one else that ever had those titles around him singly. But, as you say, no, Nocturne could go potentially for that Academy title. There's so many championships he could go for.
No, to be honest, none of us know what the next chapter is for Nocturne, what further in the story of Nocturne and Freya. But for now, whether you love them or not, we've got new Academy Tag Champions.
Yeah, I mean, another Vanderbilt special here.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up again for your new WAW Academy Tag Team Champions!
They have the titles.
The crowd not amused there. They wanted to see Nocturne pick these two apart. And to be honest, up until the distraction, I suppose, of the threat
all
towards
Nocturne.
Freya, it was 90% Nocturne.
Okay, we're going to move straight on to match number 2. It is a singles match scheduled for one fall with a time limit of 15 minutes. The ring is ready. We have our referee. Let's bring out our first wrestler.
Well, an unusual kickoff here to the show early on with Nocturne losing those titles. But on to the second match, Joey.
It is, and we've got we should almost in the presence of greatness right now. And as the name says it all, we've got a young man here who's won awards in acting, he's won awards in writing, he's won awards in singing. It is the award-winning Oscar Hyde.
The only true thespian of the WAW.
He is, he is the Patrick Stewart of the World Association of Wrestling. At least he said, I think that's how he likes to convey himself.
His way to the ring, Oscar Hyde!
We saw him make his debut here in WAW, getting the win over Steve Willett.
He did. It was
He suckered Steve into a false sense of
He
security.
did. That really did not sound like you said suckered there for a moment, Martin. I was about to tell you off. But yeah, he did. He used those acting skills to draw Steve Willits into believing he was genuinely injured, and just like that.
His acting abilities.
Yeah. I mean, that's why he's an award winner.
Let's bring out his opponents.
And we got someone coming out here who's had an injury, haven't they, Joey?
He has a young man who's been out for a year, in fact, with a torn ACL. But he's coming back, you know, full head of steam. He's ready and raring to go, get back into the ring and show that he hasn't dropped a step.
I believe it was a torn ACL, am I right, Joey?
It was, yeah. It took him out for a year.
But how much of a factor will that be in this match? I mean, torn ligaments, they never truly heal, do they, Joey?
I mean, no, and to be honest, you can, barring maybe the... I know, he's just lording over there. But no, you know, as you said, as you rightly alluded to, torn ligaments, they never really truly heal. And as far as my knowledge of the anatomy goes, the only thing really worse to tear from the ACL is your Achilles tendons.
Yeah.
The cruciate ligaments are some horrible injuries to come back from. They require months of rehabilitation and physio recovery. Is that going to be playing on Ryan Richards' mind? And is that going to paint a bullseye for Oscar Hyde?
If I remember correctly, I know it's some time back, but he was going to join the cult of Jaw, wasn't he, at one point?
Oh, you know, it was alluded to, but again, a long time out gives you a new mindset and new look. I've got to say, detracting from wrestling right now, Oscar Hyde has a fantastic moustache.
And I believe Ryan Richards has been hitting the gym a lot. I mean, he looks a bit built up than last time we see him, doesn't he? I mean, slender, trimmed down.
Seeing all that taking you out of action, not being able to do what you love, what you have a passion
Give
for,
you something else
it's
to
going to
focus.
give you that a new drive, some new fuel, a new desire.
And Oscar asking for silence.
But he's ready to tie up with Ryan here.
We've seen this from Hyde before. I mean, he is almost a technician as he gets to this ring. There's a few matches that I have seen him in.
Yeah, he seems to have an impressive technical repertoire, and he's also got good smarts, good ring awareness, and he also, as you alluded to earlier on, knows how to sucker his opponents in.
Definitely use those extra skills to benefit him in any way, but he goes for a side headlock straight away in the middle of the ring on Ryan.
Ryan powers his way out.
No, there's no kind of championship, no titles on the line, but this is a good exhibition match, isn't it?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, you know, it's allowing two up-and-coming stars to showcase their abilities. You look at the card we've got laid before us tonight, it's an incredibly stacked series of matches, and these two have been almost honoured to be included in this and to showcase what they can do.
In front of the only live crowd here in the UK, right here at WAW Arena, as Oscar goes for a pin attempt, just the one.
Early and lazy, in my opinion.
Arm wringer, they like to call that the pig's foot here at British Wrestling. Flip over for Ryan, and pig's foot on his own.
So where does that come from?
The analogy comes from how your shape of your hand bends. It looks like a pig's foot when you're in that position. You can't help your hand doing that.
See, this is what I like about our dynamic we have here, Martin. You've just got this fantastic knowledge, these wonderful facts, and I just sit here and make noise.
Switch behind to the headlock, and he's trying to grab him to the floor. As Ryan tries to fight.
I also
He does.
I also noticed there that as he was trying to bring him down, he was trying to hook his leg behind Ryan's leg to kind of take the knee out.
You're right, he was, and that was, I believe, the injured knee.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was in fact the right ACL that was the torn ligament.
Now holding a very grounded, technical match that I expect from Hyde. I mean, as I said earlier, he's got his fundamentals in British wrestling at the moment. Ryan with an arm drag, and another as a pace quickens and a drop kick right to the mush.
The mush. That's a word that isn't used often enough. There wasn't even a one count before Oscar Hyde was out there.
Thing is though with wrestling, Joey, as soon as your opponent's down, you've got to go for a cover. You never know. You might be really lucky.
Ducks the clothesline.
Oh, crashes in.
Nobody gets caught. Impressive display of strength from Hyde.
Definitely, Ryan Richards is not a small man.
Oh, but he reverses it, spikes him.
I believe
Oh, but the foot straight on the ropes there. I said it earlier on, Oscar Hyde is very, very wide. He's got very good ring awareness. For someone that we've not really seen, for someone we don't know a lot about, he's clever in the ring.
I believe Oscar Hyde was trying to go for his finish in the hideaway, but Ryan just fought out of it. The step up Enziguri, did you hear that?
Echoing Enziguri. I mean, here at the WAW Academy and Performance Center, that's going to ring round the room. Yeah.
That was a shot of the night for Ryan Richards. He's thinking, if I cannot get free with that, what could I get free with? How could Oscar get out of that one? I mean, that's
especially after that DDT.
Yeah, that's 2 punching moves to the head. His bell's got to be ringing.
Yep. Well, hopefully now the bell will ring for Ryan. At least that's what he wants. Now this is something I believe he's looking to nail, something he calls the Ryanair here. A new move, something special that he's got.
I think you're right. He's up high, third turnbuckle, long way to go. But he misses.
No one home.
Oscar with those ring smarts. Ryan again, reverse 619.
He's going up again. Looks like he might be trying a second time.
On the floor here is Ryan perched, ready to fly. Fly, he does.
Oh, a missile drop kick.
Did you see the elevation on that?
That was, like, I mean, it might be a word we've used a lot in the past, but that was textbook for a missile drop kick. That was beautiful
Square
to watch.
on the jaw. He goes for a very lackadaisical cover, but the officials start to count.
Yep.
Here in British rules, you cannot go for a cover and a count.
No, so now it's basically
a double count situation.
Exactly. I don't want to see the second match of the evening ending the count out. Vicious rake in the eyes from Oscar there.
Something that
pleading ignorance.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, but the acting's not enough.
To Oscar Hyde.
There's no way he was acting his way out of that. That was in front of the referee, and he called it clean.
See, he sees Ryan as something of a trophy in his cabinet. We alluded to
it. You know, it's almost like he likes to hoard these victories and awards. Now he's attacking that leg.
For the big W though, look at this, right? What is Oscar Hyde thinking? It's almost sharpshoot position, crossing it over, stepping into a bow.
Not quite a sharpshooter, but that's, especially with that damaged knee, that's got to be, oh, and the closed fists.
That is that
referee can't see him.
That torn ACL we spoke about earlier, and that can be right torn again here, Joey. This is dangerous for Ryan as he's clubbing blows. Oscar pleading.
Once again, pleading ignorance. Feigning and acting his way out of a second public warning.
Goes behind and Ryan tries to wriggle.
He makes it to the ropes.
Oscar must relinquish the hold, but does eventually. And
what the?
I don't know.
I know he's an actor, but what? Hang on a minute, he's rolling him up.
Rolling him up.
And he's sucking him in. Well, yet again, Oscar Hyde.
Your winner, Oscar Hyde.
And another win for Oscar Hyde. Another one for the trophy camera.
Yeah, once again, he's sucking him in. Using the acting, the wiles of the mind.
And the wins are racking up from Mr. Hyde. Another Jekyll and Hyde moment.
It certainly was, yeah. So Oscar Hyde wisely pointing out he is now 2-0, but Ryan Richards not happy at all.
He beat Stephen Willett. Ryan Richards more of a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, as he rightly says, we now his name is being made. We now know who he is.
It's going to be
a cheater, apparently. Well,
Maybe
It wasn't a
great-
cheat, but
maybe
he's sucking him in.
Congratulations as well for Ryan Richards.
Maybe engraved in some title down the line. Never know.
I just need to let you know, Fifi has vacated her British title. She has chosen to take a small hiatus away from wrestling at the minute. So she has, as I said, vacated her title. So tonight, your next match, we're going to have some girl power. We have got the Bellatrix Academy Championship match for you this evening. The ring is nearly ready. We have our referee. Let's bring out our first wrestler.
Fifi has decided to take a break. She's a hiatus from wrestling over lockdown. She's decided to focus on her studies. She is in university.
So we have our first wrestler in the ring. Let's bring down her opponent.
But the two wrestlers that we've got in this matchup, have been making waves as of late in Bellatrix. TJ and Princess, they've been picking up almost surprising shock wins.
Make your way around the ring, TJ!
I mean, I got to speak to these two backstage before the show started this evening, and I was just intrigued to see who they thought in the past were their sort of most grueling opponents, the people that they had maybe the hardest time dealing with. And I've got to say, it's there's certainly a difference, I think, between these two. Princess, she said it was probably Leia Elise, former champion in her own rights, don't get me wrong. But TJ, she said it was either Saraya Knight or Destiny. And you've got to think, those people she's wrestled against, incredible, multi-time champions.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, looking through the archives between these two, yeah, Princess is more the newer wrestler here.
Yeah.
TJ's been here for some time at Bellatrix and in WAW.
Men's wrestling.
Is that Bellatrix WA Academy titles on the line? And they go for a tie-up. How much of an opportunity is this for both ladies? So, I mean, this is an incredible belt, really.
It's an incredible opportunity for both young ladies. I mean, obviously we saw TJ not that long ago wrestling in the European, the Bellatrix British Championship tournament. She came up short in the end thanks to the overpowering presence that is Destiny.
She did put up a good fight.
She put up an incredible fight, and she's beaten Destiny before on more than one occasion.
Remember also Princess, yes, she is newer to the game, as it were, but she has been in the ring with the likes of Elise,
Yep.
you know, Vanessa. She has been in with a higher caliber wrestlers here in the Bellatrix division, at least.
And we all remember, Princess is a second-generation wrestler. Her mother has been in Bellatrix for a very long time, obviously in the form of Angel. So she's got that heritage, she's got that bloodline almost of wrestling. But TJ's got the experience advantage.
And at the moment, the agility factor as well. Look at this. Oh. Roll through. 2 pound. Princess though with the strength. Same wrestling's in both of these ladies' blood. They are both second generation wrestlers, really. TJ as well. They try to outmuscle each other. I don't know how wise this is for TJ, to be honest. Gets away out of that one. Say these young ladies have a brilliant opportunity at the Bellatrix Academy title and belt.
Princess attempting to take control, but TJ's using some technical ability to worm her way out into a hold of her own.
This is where the differing factors might come in, experience.
Yep.
Where someone's been in the ring that much longer with, as I say, likes of Destiny, likes of Soraya Knight. You know, she has been in a highly caliber wrestlers, in my opinion. How much will that benefit?
Yeah, we saw Princess then trying to take TJ down with arm drag, but she managed to roll through with it into a cover attempt. That's an impressive display of technical ability there from TJ.
Hear the crowd. TJ's side.
Look at that! She's got
blatantly.
Yeah, viciously yanking at the hair in that corner. Oh, snaps the head. As you say, the crowd, TJ has been a crowd favourite for a very long time. Obviously, back in Pontins, we saw her also wrestling for the Queen of the Ring tournament. Sorry, I drew a blank for a moment there. We saw her in that Queen of the Ring tournament. She's been in some very high-profile matches in the past.
That strong bulldog from Princess as she trying to club a blow on TJ, and TJ answers with one of her own. Look at these two female warriors slugging it out.
Blows, yeah. It just goes to show that they're not all show. They're not all. Oh, and a slap there from TJ. Oh, and she answers with her own.
I mean, if anyone comes to Bellatrix female warriors thinking it's just a show, they're in the wrong place.
Yep.
Snapmare. TJ with a kick to follow up on the cover.
Unceremonious, not.
Unlike TJ, to be honest.
Yeah,
she might have to go to those kind of levels to get the belt.
It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. In fact, it was pretty effective.
Didn't get the win. Oh, on a clothesline. TJ now in charge of the match. Got Princess White where she wants her. Back elbow, cover. Could she get the win?
No.
Shoulder up.
A series of blows, but there was no. I feel like there needed to be a more definitive, perhaps, manoeuvre at the end there. She needed to go for something a bit more high impact before that cover.
Oh!
Oh!
How's that for impact, Joey?
That was a strong lariat-like clothesline.
TJ, not even a 2 count.
There's a lot on the line for both of these young women, so they're going to have to pull out all the stops.
This is the thing. Oh! Spins her out.
Drops her right in their face, and I can't quite. Oh, she's into a
face almost as
strongly cinched in as well. Can she?
Tap.
She's tapping. Blah. Wow! That was a.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new Bellatrix Academy champion, TJ!
In my opinion, considering the profile of matches in the past, I think this is extremely deserved of TJ. I think she has earned this belt.
Wow. Again, your new Bellatrix Academy champion!
Princess not happy, but at the end of the day, Princess tapped out. That was a beautiful face plant into that crossface.
A very fluid and very impactful move, and
yeah.
A deadly submission to boot. I mean, what a win that is.
I mean, that was so tightly cinched in.
Yeah, there's no way that she could get to the ropes.
No, she was in the middle of the ring. There was no way out of that.
I believe this is her father here. Comes
and her mum.
As I said, very much a family affair.
Yeah.
Normally always here is at WWE.
It's a beautiful sight to see. And
one of the titles that she's been wanting all of her career so far here at Bellatrix. She's finally got the gold, her first championship here at Bellatrix.
Well done to TJ. Nothing but praise in my opinion here. She put on a fantastic show, and she has earned that title.
Alright boys, reflecting back. We've been doing well since we come back.
picking up gold and keeping gold. You know, we've still got the main titles here in WWE. We want to venture out though. We want to go global. Okay. Put away that mystery man. I don't know who it is that's costing us a couple of matches, but I promise you this: we will get to the bottom of it. And whoever that is, they're gonna pay. That's a promise. That's agreed. Yeah. So like I said, we want this to go global, not just here in WWE. We want Art of Pro Wrestling to be pro wrestling. So with that said, I got another jacket here. I want to vote for another member to come into the Art of Pro Wrestling. That's someone that I think can offer something we haven't got. Inside information, brains, tactics. A man that knows everything about the inner workings of WWE.
Who is that then?
Good question that, Pat. That's why you're here. You're not the beauty, you're the brains. It's this man.
Hang on. That's Nemesis.
And like I said before,
Benjamin.
we all know Nemesis. Terry Nelson knows very well. We all know what he can offer here. Joe, you got previous. We know, okay? But the way we do things here, it's as a family, as a brotherhood. So we vote on this. Yay.
Yay. Yay. What are we voting for again?
You stupid idiot. We're voting whether to have him in or not.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Next, no time for jokes, mate.
No. Being serious. Why would we have him? We're just leading into our own family's trap.
Did you not see what happened in the last Academy show?
Yeah, but it's all a plan, you know our family. They're smarter than we think.
A plan?
Randall's probably sitting there, planning it all out, just to get us back.
I think you're wrong, mate.
I'm right, I know I'm
I
right.
think you're wrong.
Why?
Them two are brothers. He's come here, he stabbed Zach in the back last week. I think you're very wrong here, Pat.
But he's Zach's right hand man. Look,
He was. That's why we need him. Alright, fine. You don't like it. How about tonight? Actually, no. How about right now? Go get your gear on. You go get your gear on. And if he beats you, he gets this jacket.
Alright then.
Alright, go on then.
I'll see you there.
Yeah, ready?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey. Do anything to win. Okay? Come on. Go get him. Alright, boys. Let's have a good night. Come on, hey. Come on.
Wow.
Well, I think you'll agree that is going to be one very interesting match later on this evening, and unexpected as well. But first, before we go into that, we have a very, very special match for you next. Next up, we have a 10-man Royal Rumble. Oh yes. Now the winner of this Royal Rumble will get a title choice of their choosing and in their weight category as well of their choice. So it is a very special match to try and win this evening. So every minute a new wrestler will come out into the ring, which will be announced by a countdown. So let's get this Royal Rumble started.
Wow, I mean, I don't know really what to say about that RKJ situation, but we're on to a Rumble now, but here.
Yeah, as
another
our MC
match later on as DJ takes on.
Well, as our MC pointed out, the winner of this match gets a title shot for any title in the category. However, the World Heavyweight Championship is not in contention for this match.
And look who's starting off. It's the big man, Keegan, a former British heavyweight champion. Could he be gunning if he won for that title or a European shot against someone like PJ Knight? What an opportunity it is for any man or woman coming into this Rumble. But what a start here. Who on earth is going to eliminate that colossal?
It's going to be an interesting matchup for sure.
Let's bring out contender number 2.
He's got 9 men to go through, Keegan. And here comes out the second.
There's some double bass in that.
And look who it is, it's Joseph Bell.
Joseph Bell!
I mean, he put up a hell of a fight against Big J Johnson. He kicked out that big boot, the second man to only ever do it here in WAW.
Yep.
But look who he's against now, Keegan. It's two stand eye to eye. Remember, it's over the top, rules only, no count, out, no pinfalls, no submissions. As Keegan goes for a handshake with Joseph Bell, a young and upcoming wrestler here at WAW. Started his career in the YC. He came and gone, trying to find his calling still, I believe. That's why he's back here at the academy, starting from grassroots, really.
Yep.
Keegan straight away with a offense and a strength.
Immediately trying to take someone out, you know. Very wise on Keegan's behalf. Get the eliminations early. Keep his, you know, if he can take someone out in 15, 20 seconds, he then gets over half a minute to recover before the next person comes in. Which, when you're the first person in a rumble, you need as much respite, as much of a break as you can physically get.
Undoubtedly so. It's unbelievably hard being the first man in a rumble situation, let alone against 9 other men or women. Big throw from Keegan as Joe crashing to the mat. Joseph Bell.
Only 5 seconds away from the next competitor in this matchup.
Wow, coming thick and fast, and who is it? And that's Mimo. Another relatively stocky young individual. Again, he hasn't been here long in WAW. This will be his 6th or 7th match he's been in. Mostly rumbles, to be fair.
Yeah, he's taking his time.
Can't blame him, can you?
No,
really?
well, I mean, he hasn't got to get in the ring. There's nothing stated he needs to be in the ring just yet.
No, it's Joseph Bell trying to work over Keegan. Keegan sends him into the other corner, goes for a charge and misses. Joseph straight on attack trying to eliminate Keegan. Now, how much of an opportunity is this for someone as young and as upcoming as Joseph Bell?
It's a fantastic opportunity because in the long run, providing he meets the criteria for weight category, he can go for any belt he wants.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sending Keegan with a charge, and who's this? It's Jason the Warrior.
Jason!
Came back with that warrior spirit, painted up to the nines, and he's got Mimo by the short curlies.
Yeah, he's taking him into the ring. He's like, you're going in this match whether you want it or not, my friend.
Jason the Warrior, standing proud as always, fighting into Mimo, but Mimo is not a chance. Oh, he's not afraid of Keegan. Definitely not afraid to let those fists fly.
We've got 4 men in the ring laying into one another.
Already quite a few bodies in the ring, and it's hard to tell from this angle, but
9, 8,
oh, we're on to the next going.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Stephen Willis, someone we last saw losing, sucking into the acting abilities of Oscar Hyde.
Yeah, could he get good grades here and get that title contendership if he wins? I mean,
Oh, very smart from Stephen Willis there. Beautiful.
neck breaker from
Neck breaker, yeah. I was about to say chopping the leg down, trying to, weaken
Go after the
Keegan.
big man, the first man in the ring.
Honestly, looking at the competitors in the ring at the minute, I think realistically, I'd be gunning for Keegan myself.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to get him out of the way.
He's a big threat. He's the only one so far that's won a big belt. No disrespect to other guys.
Stephen Willis managed to hold on. He's not quite taken out.
Got skin of his teeth. Stephen, he has been Academy Tag Team and Academy Champion in his own right, but nothing quite to the platform. Not to the proverbial.
That's some familiar music.
And that's Big J Johnson.
I mean, I think, to be honest, the dynamic right now has shifted. I said Keegan was the favourite, but this is a man who won that gauntlet match, took on 4 wrestlers. Oh my goodness!
Straight away, nearly decapitates Joseph Bell, and Bell sent packing.
Unceremoniously and viciously dumped out the ring.
Mimo now in the hands of the clutches of the Art of Pro
And
Wrestling.
again, 2 eliminations on the bounce.
See how thick and fast eliminations are coming.
Yeah, but they're all Big J. Takes out Jason.
Is eliminated.
He's just picking people off one after the other.
Oh, look at Big J Johnson.
Oh, and a headbutt. That's just like that. 4 eliminations by Big J in as many seconds.
But look who's standing square in the ring is Keegan.
And now we've got Marvel Marcus, the young man who's probably got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder at the minute. A week ago, he thought he'd won that WAW World Heavyweight Championship.
A lot of fans' eyes, he is a champion already.
Yep.
As he was in a step in the ring.
And he is absolutely unloading at this point. The adrenaline fueling him. The desire, the passion, it's palpable.
Yeah, he's really getting into this match as that BBC documentary proves, step into the ring, that there's no such word as calm. A big send in and they collide. The Goliaths on the ring go crashing to the floor.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, once again, the dynamics of this Rumble has completely shifted.
Marcus looking for a springboard, moonsault, lands it, but you got to remember, you can't cover your opponent.
No, you've got to get him over that top rope.
And they're big men to eliminate.
Yeah, Marcus has got his work cut out to eliminate either of these.
Count you off and springboard. There's a Battle Cat.
That's Battle Cat Sam.
Battle Cat SL to the top. And the
oh, wow.
And almost a thunder roll there. I've never seen him do that before.
Straight after Marcus.
Rolling senton plunger by Battle Cat SL is trying to eliminate Marvel Marcus.
But once again, I feel like at this point, maybe Marcus and Sam should be working together to try and take those bigger opponents out.
The trouble is, though, you've got to be a bit selfless here. You've got to think about number
Selfish.
one. Well, you know what I mean.
don't want to be selfless at this point.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, you got to think of number one. You really want to get that championship.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially somebody not long ago lost the Academy Tag Team, lost the British Heavyweight.
9.
Yeah, there's a lot of titles that these guys really want to be back into.
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Battle Cat SL. Docwra. We haven't seen him in WAW in a little while. Look at him.
Calls himself the hot shot, but let's see how the... Whoa! Massive clothesline to Keegan. Lariat to Marvel Marcus.
Battle Cat gets one to boot, and Jayden, this man's coming here. Square to Keegan, and Keegan catches him. Oh, Keegan piles it.
You don't want to disrespect someone like Keegan. You don't want to get on his bad side, because he will bring the fight to you.
7, 6.
Little super kick to Big J Johnson from Battle Cat SL.
2, 1.
And the missile drop kick.
And look who he is.
Honestly, it's been so long since we've seen Paddy Tag. I wonder if he's taken, I wonder if he's gone on a 500-mile walk to get here.
Well, he's the 10th and final competitor in this matchup. And what a way to enter here, the WAW Arena. He has not had a championship in some time here at WAW.
Always for a long time, crowd favourite, Paddy Taggart.
He goes for a snap down, Big J Johnson. And look at Paddy. Clothesline.
So once again, we've got another big man in the ring. Oh, vicious clubbing blows. Looks like Paddy wants to take someone out.
Well, a hot
thin
shot.
the numbers.
Might want a hot coffee.
He's been eliminated.
He's gone. Thanks for coming. Left. 5 men in the ring now.
Oh, 3 people on Paddy now. They want to take him out quick, working together. This is what I do say is necessary sometimes in Rumble matchups.
Yeah,
Paddy's holding
fair,
on.
But it's necessary, you're right.
And he's out.
Yeah, he's
As
gone.
quick as he was in, Paddy's gone.
You lasted longer in that Rumble than the one I last saw him in.
Yeah.
Jay Johnson now working.
Oh, wow, SL's gone
Yeah.
just like that. Catapulted out of the ring by Keegan.
Is that puck?
Meow. And now Marvel Marcus
Yeah, we're
got to
not-
be the underdog at this point.
To the final three.
10 minutes gone.
But I couldn't quite see whether it was a T-bone or a fisherman's.
Looked
but
like Exploder.
Exploder. So many different suplexes.
Suplex City.
Really. Suplex settlement. We're not infringing copyright then. There's the two bigger men remaining in this matchup as exchanging blows.
Jay Johnson looking to impress.
Oh, what a shot from Keegan.
We saw it earlier.
The crowd likes to hear it.
With almost a dissension of the art of pro wrestling earlier on, like,
Oh, and
going on
he
there?
blocked the chop.
If Jay Johnson loses here, could he be kicked out?
Oh, I don't know if it's the fact that
Oh!
everyone's...
Big Spymaster.
I don't know if it's a case of being kicked out. It's RKJ wants everyone to be on the same page. He wants everyone to be working the same way. Oh, Keegan's been eliminated.
Eliminated.
Big surprise there, but Marcus is on it.
Jay Johnson with elimination. I believe that's his fifth.
That was Big Jay Johnson's 5th elimination in this match. Question is, can he make it that Sweet 6, or will Marvel Marcus come out on top? Honestly,
It's a big task, isn't
it's a
it?
big task. My favours are not in Marcus's books. That didn't make any sense, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
Just look at the strength of there.
he's definitely got his work cut out. Marvel Marcus, as much heart and passion as that man's got,
Oh!
just eats a splash. And this is where Big Jay Johnson's downfall might come. He's almost toying with Marvel Marcus.
He needs to be careful, but it's not even careful. He needs to be quick. Take him out. Get rid of him. He's got the strength. He wants to just dump him out of the ring right now.
We saw Marvel Marcus, you know, outsmarted
Oh, the
RKJ.
big broken. Hang on a minute. Keegan's not done.
Well, he's been eliminated.
He has, but he's got words still to say to Big J.
Look at this. Marcus.
Oh, Marcus is taking advantage.
Let's go, elimination.
And he gets there with the win.
Wow. What a win that is for Marvel Marcus.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Big J Johnson looks absolutely incessant at this point. He is not happy.
I truly got to say, I was not expecting
No.
that, Joey. I mean, the hand was definitely stacked against Marvel Marcus, but again, he proven that nothing can phase him.
Yeah, never say never. You know, that is a thing for Marvel Marcus. And now he's open for one of them titles. I mean, as far as I can tell, he could, you know, potentially go for the light heavyweight championship. He could go for the Academy championship within reason. You know, he could, as far as I'm aware, he could form up a tag team and go for one of those tag team titles. The options are many right now for Marvel Marcus. And while he didn't win that World Heavyweight Championship a week ago, that's got to go some ways to alleviating that disappointment and that sadness that he must have been feeling.
Let's bring out the first wrestler.
So, big potential here for Nemesis, a man who turned on Zack Knight, his long-term friend, a couple of weeks ago, well, a few weeks ago. Hang on, PJ straight out there with the title.
This is how badly PJ wants to stay in the art of pro wrestling.
Well, as PJ said, he doesn't trust Nemesis. He thinks it's all a ploy by Zack Knight. I mean, he thinks that this dissension between these two former best friends is a plan to get into the art of pro wrestling, maybe try and pick him apart from the inside. And PJ just absolutely planted him.
When you're a backstabber, it's hard to trust fellow backstabbers, isn't it? I mean,
He absolutely planted him with his European Championship, and that's a hefty belt to get hit in the back of the head with.
it is. Remember, that title's not on the line. It's just for the...
No, it's the initiative. You say it's the rights of it. It's almost like a rite of passage for Nemesis. If he wins this match, he's in the art of pro wrestling. If PJ wins this match, he gets his wish. His vote of no carries over, and Nemesis is not a part of that group. But what would that do for the art of pro wrestling to have Nemesis on their side? You know, if it is legitimate, if he is not scheming somehow with the other members of the Knight family, because Nemesis, he knows so much about the ins and outs of the company as a whole. You know, he's done it all. He's wrestled in huge matchups. He's been a 4 World Tag Team Champion himself. He's been, you know, possibly the most well-known MC in the company.
As you say, I mean, at the moment, it's all squarely PJ Knight. He's not giving Nemesis an inch at this moment. That's quite wise from the young man.
I think it's very wise, and I think also this is PJ saying you have to really prove yourself right now.
But he's got public warning. See, this is where the temper factor.
Yeah, he can't lose his cool.
You know, 2 more public warnings, and Nemesis is in the art of pro wrestling.
It's interesting. I want to know, you know, surely, yeah, okay, maybe you might not trust him 100%, but imagine what knowledge Nemesis could bring to the art of pro wrestling.
Hang on, wait a second. He showed the block. I thought he was going to go for a Nemesis there.
Yeah. But this is what Nemesis needs right now.
Yeah, he definitely needs something. He's trying to get back into the game, as it were. The big knee to the gut, the high knee to the face. Nemesis picking him up, looking for Obi, potentially kamikaze control. Lands it! But yes, Nemesis changed the game, as it were. He's back into control. The early onslaught from PJ Knight has not boded well so far. And a slap to the face. PJ in a precarious position, as well as Nemesis is
Yeah.
way down for both men. Look how high they are, Joey.
Oh, but PJ Knight's fighting his way back.
This is surely PJ Knight's territory.
Yeah.
High and on top.
Oh, and he's hanging out. He's hung him up. He's obviously in a tree of woe here. Oh, a vicious stomp from PJ Knight. That is brutal, right to the chest. That's going to crack ribs, surely.
Definitely. I don't know why he doesn't go for the cover instead of taunting to the crowd there.
The thing is, this is something we've seen now with PJ Knight. He showboats. He shows off.
That was a vicious stomp right to the throat almost.
Oh, and then a kick to boot.
Poignant point from one of the members of the art pro.
Oh, and it's like a punt kick to the side of Nemesis' head.
And this is what PJ Knight also.
How do we say it? Do we say Nemesis or do we say Nemesis?
Nemesis.
But you Benjamin.
He's been through that brain surgery.
Yep.
With Nemesis back on his feet, fighting out of it.
Delivering clubbing blows to PJ Knight.
Started in 2013, Nemesis, a long season veteran here at WAW.
He's been through some incredible hardships.
He's been
in his
through the
career.
mill, if we're honest.
You know, both due to his in-ring career and outside of the ring, suffered some horrendous, you know, problems. Oh, he gets caught by PJ. He's draped him.
Look at this. What's PJ Knight thinking?
And spikes him.
Spins him out into a brainbuster.
Nemesis kicks out at 2.
Nemesis kicks out at 2. I mean, from a spin-out brainbuster. That just shows you the heart of determination of Nemesis.
Yeah, Nemesis wants in, it seems, to the art of pro wrestling. And you've got to remember, we said in the past, he's had brain surgery. The head is going to be a point of attack. Oh!
Seen that from PJ before. Look at Nemesis.
Massive suplex.
German suplex. He's picking him up again. Maybe second time's the charm, but no.
Oh, he went to spring off, but he gets dumped out of the ring.
I think the legs or something just went in Nemesis. And PJ says this is why he shouldn't be wrestling.
Went for something a little bit too flash, maybe a little bit
I think
unorthodox, out of the box.
Nemesis, if I'm honest, his patented finisher, the springboard spear, but
See, at this point, I think PJ will happily take a count out.
oh yeah, any way he can get a win, he'll get a win. That young man and a kick to the face. As As they're fighting.
Once again, I think PJ thought, okay, maybe he can get back in the ring. Now can him. Even though PJ Knight, not even pinning him, haven't even counted out, that's going to really just spit
It's
on
humiliation,
Nemesis,
isn't it?
on the opportunity for Nemesis to join the Art of Pro Wrestling.
Adding salt into the wound, as it were.
Just trying to, there's some sort of movement.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
No,
not a lot at all.
I'm not sure if he knows what the level week is. And PJ Knight with a baseball slide, sending him crashing into the barriers.
And once again, Nemesis has been further weakened. But it's going to cause that count to be started again.
Why? Because PJ didn't.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, sorry. Colour me corrected there. The count has carried on.
Oh, did you see that kick? That's got to be the knockout blow that PJ Knight needs.
Let him in the ring. Okay, what is that? First public warning. PJ, nothing.
Second public warning for PJ Knight.
Warning goes to PJ Knight.
PJ Knight on very, very thin ice now.
PJ needs to be careful here. If he gets himself disqualified, Ben's in. Oh, he slipped again.
Oh. And this is what we said about Nemesis before. He's trying to find his way, trying to find his path. And every time he messes up, it comes to his soul.
He's taking it to heart. I mean, maybe that's playing. Maybe that's why he can't quite nail that Nemesis bit.
He's nailed it on numerous occasions.
Yeah.
But tonight is not his night.
We've seen him win titles with that move.
Yeah, the tag team titles for one.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. He's picking him up, PJ.
The baddest of intentions. He wants to put
Dark
Nemesis
Knight.
away now.
Can this be a dark night for Nemesis?
Oh,
no, surely not from there. That's too high up, guys. Dangerous, dangerous. Into it.
Oh, wow.
Just plants him.
Almost like a falcon arrow. Hooks the leg. Oh, but PJ kicks out at 2.5.
The spin out slam was not enough for Nemesis to get the win. How much resilience did that show you on PJ Knight?
It really does, but that was a beautiful maneuver from Nemesis.
Fantastic. But how much did that take out of Nemesis? He's dazed, he's confused, he's barely on his feet.
Oh, super kick.
Definitely not in feet now.
And again.
All to the head.
Yeah, he just wants to take Nemesis' head off right now.
Predator instinct almost. Oh, that's it. That drive-by, that's it. You can count to 100.
There's no cover here.
I think he said it earlier when he was doing the count out when he was outside. This is all about mind game.
Yeah, I think this is to humiliate Nemesis at this point.
Definitely. Not a pile driver. You're going to break that man's neck.
Wait, what's...
Tony Knight.
Why is Tony Knight coming out now?
One of Art of Pro Wrestling cronies. Have no idea what he's doing out here.
No, what's... I know.
This is what I don't get. He's in an elite roster. What's he doing at Academy Show at all?
But Jayden... Oh, wait, small package.
Oh, roll up.
Rolled him up. And Nemesis is in the Art of Pro Wrestling.
Your Nemesis, Benjamin!
Hand is delivered. The fate is sealed. Nemesis is in.
But I know, like RKJ said, okay, we want him in no matter what. But this seems to... Surely this is going to cause dissension among the ranks.
Yeah, why did he say that? I mean, that's his own brother.
PJ Knight's not amused right now, but the rest of the Art of Pro Wrestling come out.
His own brother-in-arm.
Yep, to welcome Nemesis into the group.
And the group has gained another member. Look how big this group is now. The Art of Pro Wrestling is just flourished with.
We've got to remember, that's not all of them.
Yeah, where is the other one? Nemesis picks up the win in Vacant.
Well done.
He's out of the Art of Pro Wrestling's book, really. How he got that victory.
But RKJ there dictating.
But with you in our corner, we're indestructible. Welcome to the Art of Pro Wrestling.
Now, is that Nemesis' way into the elites? He wanted to be part of the elite group.
Yeah, you're right.
The Art of Pro Wrestling are the elite group.
Well, yeah, you cannot get more elite than the WAW Tag Team Champions, the WAW British Heavyweight Champions, the WAW European, and the WAW Undisputed World Champion. The Art of Pro Wrestling. Let's gain another member. Look at PJ Knight. He is sick to his
He's
stomach.
not happy. He is not happy at all.
He's burying feelings. But look at this, how happy is Nemesis? That's the happiest I've ever seen him.
It really is.
Last time I saw him that happy, he had the Tag Team Championships at Carrow. Unfortunately, he lost that match, but he won the match with Ryan.
Yep. Still, call it a feeling, call it some sort of
that bridge maybe
feeling in my gut, but PJ Knight, he's not happy here. Something is not right in the camp.
And there has that bridge big gap between the Academy and Elite with Nemesis.
Okay, so match number 6 is another singles match for you. Scheduled for one fall with a duration of 15 minutes. We have our referee, and the ring is ready. Let's bring out our first wrestler.
Well, on to the sixth match.
Sixth matchup, yeah.
Only we're really scheduled for 5 tonight.
6. We were scheduled for 6, but an impromptu extra match between PJ and the Nemesis.
Rumble.
Bump the numbers up. This is some familiar music. Once again, the Art of Pro Wrestling's being represented.
The match that was on our card. We got, as you say, one of the representatives of Art of Pro Wrestling, Tony Knight, with that insurance policy that falls to Big J Johnson.
Bearing more gold than one man can carry.
British Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Lowlife, Tony Knight!
Mr. Tony Knight now. Everyone's gaining titles.
Yeah, they really are. I think, isn't that right, Dr. Martin? But yeah, we've got to say, regardless, you know, he comes out here, he's all swagger and everything, but we've not really seen much of Tony Knight since we've come back here at WWE. He's not really, he's not really won anything. It's almost like he's been in a little bit of a slump during that hiatus that he took off.
I mean, you're right, but the gold that glitters speaks volumes.
Yeah, but if he hasn't had to defend those titles in 6+ months, then I don't mean to disrespect the belts that he holds, but what do they really mean?
So let's bring out his opponent.
If they're not defended.
Yeah, if they're not defended.
Well,
however, to completely contradict that, we've got a young man who has been on just absolute inferno. Fire is not a strong enough word.
Yeah, I don't think even Magma can control the heat that this man has been bringing lately.
Been showing on that, you know, he can go toe-to-toe with the World Heavyweight Champion. You know, lost only by the skin of his teeth.
Making his way to the ring, Jayden Docwra!
One of the hottest prospects to come out of the Academy into the Elite, Jaiden Docwra. You know, this guy has definitely got his hands full with Tony.
Yeah, and he wants in. He wants this match to go ahead.
Said to the fans that he felt bad what he'd done in the past. Buried the hatchet with a lot of these WAW loyal fans
Yeah,
here.
he won them over.
mean, he won me over 2. I don't know about you, Joey, but
I've always said it from day one. He's impressed me with his ability. His attitude, not so much, but his sheer ability and his almost inhuman strength. You look at him and you think, okay, yeah, he's a relatively big guy, but he's pulled off feats of strength I wouldn't have thought possible.
The pound for pound, the strongest man here at WAW.
Come on! Men's wrestling!
Here we go for the 6th bout of the evening. Tony Knight against Jayden Docwra. Again, these are no titles on the line. This is purely another one of his matches that showcase
This is
what we can prove at.
Yeah, and another exhibition. Earlier, obviously, we had more of an academy-focused exhibition match, and now we've got, realistically, 2 of our elites.
Definitely.
A
Low life
guest match, almost.
Yeah, you've got the low life Tony Knight here. As you said, he's been in a run. He really, he hasn't had much ways to go. But Jayden Docwra, just like that, shows you what he's all about. How much of a big wins he's had of late.
He just kicked Tony Knight out the ring.
And Tony Knight was not expecting this from the get-go.
Now this is something we see now from Jayden Docwra. He feeds off of the crowd. He uses that to fuel that unnatural strength.
Where Tony Knight is totally the opposite. He feeds off the animosity of the crowd. He loves the low.
Tony wants a timeout, but he's an 18-year pro. He knows there's no timeouts in pro wrestling. British wrestling.
Jayden Docwra really wants.
He's ready, yeah. He's ready. He wants this match to carry on.
He wants to win in the ring. He doesn't want a victory outside. Not like PJ Knight, he was happy to take it. That's the difference between Jayden Docwra and all of that of pro wrestling.
That's the thing also, you look at the art of pro wrestling, it's been said time and time and time again, the art of pro wrestling do not need to resort to the tactics they do. They don't need to resort to the weapons, they don't need to resort to the blind group attacks or anything. Because legitimately, they consist of some of the best British wrestlers, not just in WAW, but in this country, if not, around the world. They are incredibly talented group of young men, but it's as though they feel like they need to prove a point with their attacks and their tactics.
No one's getting the better of each other with these tie-ups at the moment.
Oh no, you've got to look at it. Yeah, there's a size difference. We can't argue there.
That's like 2 balls.
Yeah, but I don't think there's much of a strength difference, that's for sure. If anything, as I've said before, I think Jayden Docwra is probably, he's one of, if not the physically strongest individual in this company.
And pumped. He picks up, just spins him out to a slam. We're able to get that big man off his feet, let him slam it down.
Look at the wasted movement from Jayden here. He is unleashing merry hell upon Tony Knight right now.
Yeah, this is a relentless side of Docwra we come to love, as it were.
Yeah, he's got that sort of, he's got a beautifully blended style of techniques. He's got some of that strong style to him, but he encompasses. I mean, the echo there, and said it all.
That suplex, how he popped those hips, how he got the rotation, how he's lifted that big man up. That is just absolutely picture perfect from Jayden Docwra.
And it was like it was nothing. And just straight thumb to the eye.
Nothing more effective, is there really?
That's what they call into Tony Knight.
Sometimes it is the simplest of the moves that are the most effective.
Yep.
The low life knows that better than anyone. Just a back rake.
Thumbs to the eyes. Again, I literally said it, not more than a minute ago. This is what they resort to when they do not need to.
It's almost like they can't help but do it.
Yeah. They get some sort of almost perverse pleasure off inflicting it, yeah. Yeah, it could be, a force of habit, yeah, you're correct.
Low life might have just busted the nose of Jayden Docwra. That fist, it was a blatant fist on a blindsided on the ref. Scoop slam and
emphatically delivered, and then the low life is showing off. Proving, you know, taking the moniker to its extreme, showing that he is a low life.
Oh, just big elbows. And no one delivers an elbow shot to the head better than the low life. Tony Knight, former British heavyweight champion, former tag. He's had a lot of belts here at WAW.
He has a lot of belts right now.
Yeah, from other companies, including
5 minutes gone.
the WAW Tag Team Championship under that Freebird rule.
Yep.
Remember him winning that at Prestatyn?
I don't think what that means, just to detract a little bit for Nemesis, because technically he could now Freebird. He's a Freebird champion. He's entered the Heart of Pro Wrestling and pretty much become
a champion.
Yeah. Tony Knight's got bad intentions here.
When hasn't he?
Well, worse intentions then.
Oh yeah, baby. On the turnbuckles and turnbuckle bend.
Oh, wow.
Misses with that senton. And this is going to be Jayden Docwra's chance.
This is going to be the moment he needs to unleash that strength.
Can he pick the big man up? And he does. With a huge power slam.
Not enough to put Tony Knight away.
That power slam. Delivered with some audacity and a single leg Boston Crab here from Jayden Docwra. Going to the well of submissions now.
Yeah.
The powers were not working.
We don't often see Docwra, you know, dig into the bag of submissions. But when he does, that strength he's got still going to play into it.
More so because you think that's a ligament. We saw early on Ryan Richardson came back with
Tony Knight, wait, sorry to disturb you here, but Tony Knight's almost made it to the ropes.
Yeah, he's inching to it.
Oh, he's got it. He's got the rope.
This time the official saw it. And Jayden Docwra's got to release the hold.
Second public warning goes to Jayden Docwra.
Didn't break the hold, honestly. Fair officiating from our referee in this matchup.
But how much does that play in the hand of the Art of Pro Wrestling's co-host, Tony Knight? Look at him, he's taking down the turnbuckles. The official
referee's back is turned, so he's going to, again, dig into that bag of dirty tricks.
Two public warnings for Jayden Docwra. Look at her full set of demons.
Not just, I mean, his face smashed into the turnbuckle, but he just exploded.
I think it was his shoulder that took the brunt of it.
Let's say it looked like his face hit the turnbuckle, then his shoulder into the corner.
How much is that going to affect him here? He can barely pick up Tony.
Oh, and then rake of the eyes takes him down. The referee's now, you know, he's got to get that. He's got to get that turnbuckle back on.
He's a one-handed soldier now, really, Jayden Docwra, as he carries on the fight. Tony Knight knows it. He's loving it as he's trying to rip the arm off Jayden Docwra.
Just a vicious attack is on that arm now. That arm took a hell of a blow on the corner post, so Tony Knight is going to target it.
Virtue of that, pro wrestler's viciousness.
Yep. They do say there's beauty in violence.
Tony Knight must be the beautifulest man in the world. Well, he thinks he is. Look at this.
Docwra's got him up again, though. Once again, Tony fights his way free.
Switching him over. Got that fisherman who said, looking for that fisherman buster.
He can't get it. Docwra, he's not got it there.
On from the arm. And look at this, an armbar, future style, the leg grapple. That's going to tear your arm off.
Can Jayden, no, he's got to tap out. He can't take it.
Look at this.
He's not relinquishing the hold.
Submission is Tony Knight.
Tony Knight there with a submission victory over Jayden Docwra.
And a relatively clean one at that, really.
Yeah, I think that's the cleanest match I've seen Tony Knight in a long, long time. He didn't get public warning, Jayden Docwra did.
Yeah.
And he just might have ruined that young man's career.
It could put him on the shelf. We don't know how extensive the damage is.
I bet Tony Knight would love that. Another cap and a chip on the shoulder. And the multiple champion has picked up a victory for his Art of Pro Wrestling. It looks okay to me from here.
Yeah.
His opponent, Jayden Docwra.
Yeah, by the looks of things, Jayden Docwra's not done.
It's a long time since I've seen Jayden Docwra tap out to anything. Shows how vicious that submission was. And he just dampened the hot streak, put water on it. Where are you, hooligans?
I certainly don't think he's put it out though.
No.
That flame is still
Oh,
burning.
it's still burning, the embers are still there, but Tony Knight, the victor.
Who's ready for the main event? Yes. And as you saw earlier this evening, there was a stipulation made between Zack Knight and RKJ. Now in this match, if Zack Knight wins, then the UK Hooligans will have a WAW World Tag Team Championship match in 2 weeks' time, where they will go for those belts. We have our referee in the ring. Let's bring on our first wrestler.
To echo the words of our MC there, if RKJ wins, he gets that Wrestling World Weekend title.
He takes the TWW Championship off of Zack Knight. And that's a big stipulation. Zack has got to be going into this, you know. I mean, what was the mindset to agree to that? Because Zack's got a lot more to lose in this matchup, within reason.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't win the tag titles here, he wins a tag title opportunity, which the Hooligans may then not, you know, succeed in.
And OK Art of Pro Wrestling have normally been of their word, but will they be of their words? There's no contract signed yet.
There's no contract signed yet.
And talking of Art of Pro Wrestling, here comes their leader.
Here he is, your current World Heavyweight Champion, RKJ!
Saturday Night Sensation, RKJ. Get your tickets.
Yep. Online. And where can you get them from, Martin?
WAWK.com or right here at Diamond Road. See Mike Mann. As Enforcer is here again. He's not really been away yet.
No, he really hasn't. He's been doing a lot of leg work this evening as Big J.
Well, Docwra should.
So we have our first wrestler. Let's bring on his opponent.
Here comes
one half. So we're getting the hooligan music right now.
He's definitely in the Hooligans, the UK Hooligans. And here he comes, Zack Knight, former British Heavyweight Champion, former WAW Undisputed Champion. He's had a lot of titles.
Yep.
Here he is, the one, the only Zack Knight!
To restate what you said earlier, Zack has potentially got more to lose than to gain because that Wrestling Weekend of belt normally is only defended at Ponton.
Yep.
This will be the first time that this belt has ever been defended anywhere else other than at Ponton.
Martin, it'll be the first time the belt's ever been defended.
Full stop.
Full stop.
But Zack Knight gets a win here. Him and his brother in 2 weeks' time at the Next Elite show right here at WAW Arena will get an opportunity at the World Tag Team Championship.
It's a chant that will always get the crowd going, and it will always get Zach and the hooligans themselves going.
Wow, okay, Jay's just got goal fever.
Well, yeah. I mean, what are you going to think here? They're going to need a bigger office or a bigger clubhouse if he wins this title now. If he wins this belt, that's basically every major title in WAW in the hands of the Art of Pro Wrestling. They've got the British Championship, the European Championship, the World Championship, the World Tag Team Championships. They take the TWW Championship here. The only titles they don't have are the Academy titles.
And the
light heavyweight championship. But is that going to be another one they've got their eyes on? Well, I mean, I'm sure it is.
An interesting match last time these two had a match. It was at Hard Times, a great and phenomenal show that was.
Yeah, I mean,
still available now on YouTube.
It is indeed. I didn't get the privilege of being able to see that live because unfortunately I could not be there. But I mean,
I got shielding reasons, really. I mean, if we're honest.
Yeah, I got to sit and watch it alongside all the fans that were watching it, and it was a showstopper of a match. Incredible action, and the only problem I'll say with that match is it ended up in a double knockout, double count out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first time to my recollection that's ever happened in British wrestling here at WAW, where a match had to be called over and done with.
It really is.
Future head clash.
Whether it has or not, Martin, we need to be on our A game here to call the action that's coming up in this match.
This is going to be one of those matches, full ages, a true testament to not only British wrestling, but wrestling around the world, where you got the gold standard in WAW, Zack Knight against the man with all the gold, Ricky Knight Jr. You talk about the future of wrestling, but how can you not be more than future itself right now than when you got the World Championship?
Yeah.
You are WAW, you are the
quick roll up from, quick roll up from RKJ.
And he thought he could get the better Zack, but Zack knows better than that. He's played those games before.
He has a smile on the face of both men here. I think that secretly, I honestly think Ricky's looking forward to this. Yeah, Ricky Knight was looking forward to this match just as much as Zack.
The kip up, and RKJ and spins it down. Fast-paced, quick action, and a let's measure out cradle pin.
Straight onto the ropes.
And what prep these two had some wars in the past, but nothing in my mind can surpass the last one at Hard Times when we was in Rose Lane. But now we're at new beginnings almost here at WAW Arena. The test of strength, RKJ is on his knees.
Zack Knight is the taller of the two men. I think it's going to give a height advantage is a thing.
Not good with height.
Almost a hip attack.
The backslide. Got the pin, but Zack quick up. Not even a one, and the star jump from RKJ.
Just showing off right now, the champ.
It's artisan and the art of pro wrestling. He's truly made all the championships he's holding. Think about the wrestlers he's made in his own group.
Yeah.
A bit like Zack though. He said it, he's made stars.
He has birthed champions in the past.
And it's Paddy's hat, and he's just stomped on it. That's just...
I mean, I don't like the hat, to be honest.
Total disrespect. Zack going for another tie-up. RKJ with a roll through.
Oh, and he actually manages to get the better of Zack with that test of strength.
Hang on. Zack doing a roll to a pin.
Only a one count.
It's two. This is so hard for these two because, as I said last time, it ended in a head clash. And how much would that be banging in their back of their mind?
I know, but Zack is looking, he looked a little frustrated there. He's not happy. RKJ's just taking a break.
It is quite hard to play mind games when someone's so brash and so arrogant like RKJ. Love him or hate him, he's a true champion. Not often has he not defended that championship.
No.
Nearly every week in, week out.
Yeah, he's a frequent defender of the belt.
He even offered.
He's trying to ground Zack
the opportunity, and Zack declined.
He doesn't want it, as he said. He wants those tag titles.
Be in that tag team scene, that beautiful scene we have here at WAW. Look at this, and he grounds.
Keeps him grounded.
And look where the body position is for RKJ.
Very
Look,
almost dominant position.
and look how far Zach's got to go to the ropes. This, and he sends him off. Full head of steam, and that was never going to work, was it?
No, definitely not. The shoulder checks there.
RKJ go for another.
Zach's just going to meet him head on.
Definitely. That's the line, and sends him in, kicks up. Deep arm drag. Standard switcheroo, the super kick miss.
Yeah, Zach saw it coming. He might have lost his footing, but honestly,
Almost
I'd rather.
Matrix, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather stumble backwards there than eat a boot to the face.
Definitely. And RKJ dominating Zach Knight there. Mouth, I've got to be a bit quicker.
Yep.
Maybe that's the difference between these two. Is that speed? RKJ might have the.
I don't know, because you watch when, especially the hooligans combined, the speed those two can reach is phenomenal.
I watched Zach Knight wrestle when I was 5, so this is how long I've known this man. Even when he was 10, 13 years old, wrestling under that Power Ranger suit,
He was the Pink Ranger, was he not?
He definitely was.
5 minutes gone.
RKJ's offering that hand, but Zach's wise to that, But we've seen in the past, RKJ offer that hand, and it's been a genuine shake.
Yeah.
He gave it to Jayden Docwra.
But it is hard to trust him.
Yeah, and I think that's clever
You got
of
to think,
RKJ.
when it comes to WAW and wrestling alone, these two men have had more titles than most other wrestlers here combined.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other championships more than these two have had.
Yep.
You've got to think of something like the tag championships that Zach's after. How many countries able to defend it?
I said it. He's sucking him in. And then sends him in. Hard.
Look at this. Go for forehead steam, and Zach blocks it. Calls him in and goes to the guts, and RKJ
Floats over.
Sleeps in. Switcheroo and jump over. Leapfrog again. Go through, and these
Look
two
at the
is
speed.
so fast-paced, high-octane action. And goes for a cut, gets blocked.
caught.
Goes for a slam. He's looking for that highlight reel. Blocks it.
Can't get it. They just know each other move for move.
Almost a pin and a kick and a
Just
miss.
look at the speed here. These two know each other so
well.
well.
Miss.
That was absolutely phenomenal display.
Was off the chain.
But you look at that. You'd almost think it was a dance choreographed between two professional dancers. But they just know each other so. Oh, he just near enough took Zach's head off.
But I don't know if you saw what I saw. He jabbed him in the eye, then he went for that drop kick. It was a jab in the eye that took him off his game. The drop kick landed him out the ring, and now he's in a bad position. RKJ blowing kisses.
This is almost like a warrior's ballet or something to. I can't think of a good analogy for it off the top of my head, but these two are just showing how well they know each other in the ring.
Quite like it. Any other wrestling company. This crowd.
There he is. Give him a taste of his own medicine, Zach.
This is it. You do not want to play those kind of games with someone that is a hooligan. He definitely brings to you. He lands on his feet. Step on his own. And here comes Zach Knight.
Huge clothesline.
It's RKJ the one that's
still on his feet. He's still on his feet though.
And the Let's Go mental chant start. He's fighting not just for him, but it's also his brother.
Yeah, he's fighting for that tag team opportunity.
A little bit more pressure for Zach Knight.
We've got to be careful here though, because Big J, he's stalking around the ring.
Does Luma presence?
Oh, two-face suicida!
Wow!
Zach Knight suckered RKJ in, then took.
Kick to the side.
As it's spilt out of the ring now. But Big J Johnson has been taken down hard.
These two men are outside. I don't know who this benefits more, and this.
I mean, outside the ring, that's a hooligan zone, a hooligan's arena. Oh!
I don't know, Joey. I mean, I've seen RKJ in many a death match here at WAW2. Zach Knight. He's just getting kicked. RKJ mouthing off to this paying crowd.
Yeah.
The only crowd you ever see in the UK.
And it's a COVID-safe one at that.
Definitely. That's Wilson doing a great job of that, but look at Zach as he's checking his eyes, checking everything.
Yeah, he
doesn't know where he is really.
He really doesn't. He was taken down hard. Oh wow!
Did you hear the thud?
Absolute crash into the barriers.
That thud. RKJ.
Zach Knight is in a predicament right now, but
This is
RKJ.
the art of pro wrestling side of RKJ now.
Yes.
This is where he dinks into that well.
Oh!
Like,
Just almost like a baseball slide drop kick straight into Zach Knight there.
hard to tell from this angle, but RKJ now in the ring. The official just checking if RKJ has knocked Zach Knight out.
Yeah.
Is he in any fit capacity to continue? Because if he isn't, this match will be called off. RKJ just floating in the ring and the officials counting. If this gets to count now, what happens is, I mean...
It's a count out.
Yeah, but what I mean is the title will probably change hands.
Yep.
I mean...
That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's how the rules work. But Zach's clawing his way back into the ring.
Oh, but how is he doing this? How is Zach Knight finding this energy?
It's intestinal fortitude.
And look at this, the Luma.
Big J taking Zach down again, head
He's
first.
taking foot off the skirt apron. That's the hardest part of the ring. I can tell you for a fact that no wrestler on planet Earth is ever ready to take that impact that the side of the skirt takes. That's pure steel.
It is. We know how these rings are put together. It is unforgiving under there.
Just an axe handle drop. And at this moment, RKJ can go for a cover.
Yeah, this match is all RKJ at the moment.
And this is where RKJ works on every body part. The arms, the legs. And now he's going to the face. The knee drops to the side of the head.
He's just, as you say, he's trying to disassemble, pick apart Zach at this point.
The thing is, when you work on every body part, it's hard to set up for something like this as submission because...
Yeah, with that, by focusing on multiple parts, yeah, you might be weakening the overall individual, but you say if you don't target a specific body part, it can be detrimental.
Now he is, but seeing the things, he's trying to rip that arm in the way it should not bend. Look at that, Joey.
I can't see.
Springboard up. And look at that!
Oh my! Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Zach.
What a big
what the hell?
Almost a claymore there from Zach Knight. And look at him, full head of steam. Look out! Here he goes!
There's the Tope Suicida once again. Zach Knight there just exploded into action.
And this is the kind of match that you can see anywhere around the world.
Oh,
It's
just
exclusive here at WAW.
Punch to the face of Big J, and he deserves it. Zach's on a full head of steam right now.
Look at RKJ.
Oh, wow.
Triangle drop kick. What RKJ thinking? He's up on a second.
He's holding him.
And the moonsault.
Oh, wow.
Taking down the enforcer as well.
It did take both men down. These two are absolutely leaving it all in and out of the ring right now.
They're really going hell for leather from this one.
RKJ's making his way up top. He's very comfortable up here.
This is almost transcended upon belts. This is a war of attrition.
What are we going to see from...
I have no idea. Maybe
Went for
450.
450, lands on his feet.
Oh, the spear!
Spear from Zach Knight. Can he capitalise on it? Is the question now. Can Zach Knight capitalise and hook the leg? Can he get the cover?
I don't think there's a lot in that tank now. He's got to be running on empty surely by now, Zach. That spear. This match has gone every part of this ring,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
it's been in the ring, it's been out the ring, it's been above the ring, beyond the ring. Both men are now trying to get back to their feet, exchanging blows, slugging one another out.
These two, you say they definitely slugging it out. Both men on their knees, trading, exchanging.
Blow after blow after blow. Now here come the chops.
I wouldn't chop someone like that, Hyde.
Oh. That's why.
Big bicycle kick right to the jaw.
And a super kick to follow.
But Zack Knight's still on his feet. Barely in a pop-up.
Powerbomb! Again, that's taking it out of both of them.
But look where RKJ is
He
rolling.
just about had the smarts to roll to the edge of the ring. You know, he's under the ropes.
Don't know if that's just instinct on RKJ's part. Get out of dodge. But this
Oh,
is...
no. This is a bad...
Oh! Right in the side of that turnbuckle. Again, that's made out of steel.
This is a bad
Heavy
place
metal
to
and-
be.
No, not a tombstone. Don't do it, guys. I mean...
No, Zack's still got hold of him.
He's got him
brought
back
him into the
in.
ring. He's got him in position.
Dangerous manoeuvre.
Oh.
Switches and look at this
Once
for
again,
RKJ.
Can RKJ nail the tombstone?
Can he get the Wrestling Weekend, the
No.
championship? Or could he get a shot at the
Tombstone!
bell? Look at that!
There's a tombstone!
Straight on his head. But Zack is out. He's spent, Joey.
Hang on. Oh no, here comes the rest of them.
Comes the art of pro wrestling.
This is where, you know,
The minions.
yeah, the pack mentality.
Look at this. 4 men across the ring.
I mean, Zack Knight's out of it as well. This is unnecessary.
And here comes
Hang on!
Docwra.
We just got the roster emptying out here.
Keegan. The fight in the good fight of WAW against Art of Pro Wrestling.
Jayden Docwra's taking it to Tony Knight again. We've got PJ Knight and Keegan.
Nemesis has got his handful too, and
Yeah.
the action's still in the ring. I mean, these two men have not covered each other after
No.
that vicious tombstone. Art of Pro Wrestling is getting dismantled by the WAW group. That's what it feels like at the moment. WAW versus the APW.
We've almost got lumberjacks now.
Yeah, pretty much. Look at this. Oh my God!
Oh!
Oh my Lord!
That was to quote someone else, poetry in motion. I'm allowed to say that, I'm sure.
That was superfluous.
That was, you know, everyone's down and out now.
But who does that benefit more? It's the champions in the
I
ring.
don't know. But the art of pro wrestling, it looks like
Yeah,
they're
it looks
starting
like
to beat a hasty retreat.
You've got to remember, Zack Knight's back. He did that dive. I'm sure that's just pure adrenaline.
Yeah, that.
English. And the cut!
Oh, wow! Straight into that cut. That's got to be it.
That
Rolls him
crushing
over.
cutter from RKJ.
No, Zack kicks out.
How many people have you seen kick out that?
2 4/5. To think of a different fraction to normal.
The frustration now is etched onto RKJ's face as he's thinking, what on earth I can do to put Zack Knight away?
Yeah.
My own uncle.
He's going to go after Phil. I think he feels like he needs to go back up to the high rise.
He's tried everything, but I mean, 450 didn't work earlier. Zack Knight looks like he's totally out on his feet and he's dazed. His eyes are totally glossed over.
Yeah, he
by
is
this.
dazed and confused right now. He doesn't know what day of the week it is. He don't know what building he's in.
RKJ
Oh! Straight into the super kick.
got fed into it. Look at this.
There it is, the highlight reel. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and RKJ kicks out. Oh my God.
And again, I've got to say, Joey, how many people you see kick out the highlight reel?
so close on behalf of Zack Knight.
That highlight reel, it had a lot of gusto on it. And now Zack's got to be thinking
He wants
something.
more. Does he want to nail it again? What has he got in mind?
Whatever it is, these two men have gone to the depths of a well. How much is left?
I think realistically both men are running on empty now.
And look at this, picking him up.
Oh, and the referee's
official's
gone down.
The
Destroyer!
The Destroyer, right on the head. And Arcade J. Oh, look at
And
that!
a Destroyer of his own! We've got no referee here.
Two Destroyers
And
in
here comes
turn.
Big J once again.
And he's covered Zack Knight. The insurance policy, the man that's carrying all the titles all the time.
Hang
Where's
on!
Roy Knight? Is he
Roy's
in
here. Roy's here and he means business.
One pile
Big
of
J
hooligans
is
and
beating a
he's getting
hasty
out of
retreat.
it. He's going to the bar and beyond. And look at this. Turnabout fair play.
Yep. And I've got, you know, I can't say anything about that. Where's the referee though?
He's out.
I'll take it. That's a win in anyone's book.
I think that counts.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your winner, Zack Knight!
Wow, what a match we had.
And the Art of Pro Wrestling, they're back out again.
Let's get one thing straight, Roy. You've come out here, you've impacted, and you're not an official referee. What are you forgetting,
The reference in
ladies,
Disneyland.
and what Ricky's forgetting? I was refereeing when Ricky was still in my ball bag. I started refereeing at 10 years old. So, you got that wrong. I am a referee, and the winner is Zack Knight!
I mean, we could go to the committee, but one big part of that committee's there.
Yes, you're correct.
Hey, Dad!
A crowd chant that will drown out anything Ricky Knight's got to say.
Okay,
Whoa,
Jason.
Dad!
Saying
If
dad.
you want to come in and you want to count the free have your moment, that's fine. But, well, I'm very surprised you're allowed to be here, considering there's a bar.
Oh, that's long.
Yeah, if you read his
We all
book.
know you're a dirty little drunk.
Disgusting way to talk to your own father.
So if you two want to have your moment, you want to call that little baby about depression, and you want to be a pisshead, that's fine.
No, I'm not
In
happy
fact, I
with this.
enjoy getting in the ring and giving you a piece of my mind with my best friend, my real uncle, my real family, Tony Knight. So in 2 weeks' time, I'm that confident I'll beat you for the world titles. I'm that confident we will beat you for the world tag team titles. I let the fans pick a stipulation.
Oh,
I'm not
well,
so many.
I think that plays into the hooligans, really. They're calling for it.
They want a death match here. Don't miss something there. When you call the family, you don't really say Tony Knight. Not this
Yeah,
cousin.
not PJ.
Still, it's not right there, Joey. I mean, I don't know if you picked up on that.
Ricky, you're right, I've made a lot of mistakes. These people have stood by me. But the difference between me and you is, I've had it hard, you've had it easy, you've been brought up with cold water around you, sucking on your mum's. And in 2 weeks' time, I haven't wrestled for 6 months, but in 2 weeks' time, I will lace up my boots with my brother in front of these people, and we will have a tag match. The hooligans will be back.
Oh, they've got the champion!
Bring him in the hard way. The only way he can ever learn, truly. And look at this. Picking him up. The hooligan.
Oh, wow!
Ricky, in 2 weeks' time, the fans of us for something. But let me say this, get your fat ass out of my ring now.
You seen left? I mean, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Listen.
Zach, one thing I really want, now we're back together, I want to get our titles back. So next time, why don't we make this a World Tag Team Championship match for these people, and let's get our belts back.
Oh, hang on.
And goodbye, champion!
I'm with you. 2 things. I may be a failure, or a crap wrestler as you put it, but I'm one of the bosses of this company. So in 2 weeks' time, it's you and Tony with the rest banned from ringside.
Good.
Zach, and you're right. The only mistake I made was that little prick.
You should have used a Kleenex, Roy. The match that me and my bro won, as long as I'm okay with these fans, due to COVID, hardcore ain't possible. But what is possible is a ladder match.
Oh, wow.
Tag Team Championship in a ladder match.
Where the hell are they going to put the belt?
And Fatboy Slim against the UK Hooligans.
Wow, from an incredible Academy show to stipulation set for the next Elite show. What a fantastic night we had here, Joey.
We really have. It's been incredible. We've had a stacked card of surprise matches. New champions crowned in more than one instance. Zach's retained his TWW championship.
And yet again, the hooligans standing proud back here at WAW.
Is this what we'll see in 2 weeks' time? Will we see the UK hooligans walking away with those tag team titles? I mean, honestly, I hope so. But time will tell.
Thank you for joining us here at WAW. It's been an incredible night, hasn't it, Joey? I mean,
as ever, we've brought the A game for you.
Yeah, and I've been Martin Waitnall.
I've been Joey Kennedy.
Thanks and good night.
Good night.